This is something that has been simmering in the political field. Earlier on today, there was a tweet by the Inspector General of Police, Hilary Mutyambai, saying that he has taken note of complaints about selective application of enforcing the law on public gatherings. He says the National Police Service authorizes public gatherings after ascertaining that there is no risk of violence or attack on the particular group. The second tweet really says, should we establish any possible risk, then authorization is declined for safety of the public and the properties around the said area. There are groups that have not attracted any form of violence, while others have attracted violence, hence varied authorizations. But the Law Society of Kenya has moved to court seeking to quash directives issued last week by the National Security Advisory Committee to regulate public meetings and gatherings. LSK, through its president Nelson Harvey, wants the directives declared unconstitutional, illegal, and the implementation found discriminatory. Deputy President William Ruto, the perceived target of the directives, has likened the new orders to an animal farm after two of his meetings in Nyamira and Kakamega counties at the weekend were cancelled, while ODM leader Raila Odinga was hosting a Gikuyu elders delegation at his Bondo home. Francis Gashuri reports on the imminent legal showdown.
Last week's directives on public meetings by the National Security Advisory Committee have been challenged in court by the Law Society of Kenya. Through its president Nelson Harvey, LSK has sued Attorney General Paul Kihara Kariuki and Inspector General of Police Hilary Mutyambai, and is seeking a declaration that the directives were unlawful, unconstitutional, and a violation of the Constitution. The Security Committee directives were affirmed by the Cabinet on Thursday in a stormy session chaired by President Uhuru Kenyatta and attended by Deputy President William Ruto, the perceived target of renewed implementation of the Public Order Act. The lawyers' body, in seeking to quash the Security Committee's bid to regulate conduct of public meetings and gatherings, also want the High Court to rule that the Public Order Act was inconsistent with the Constitution and denied Kenyans' rights and freedoms of opinion, expression, association, assembly, demonstration, and campaigning. There is also perceived double standards in enforcement and implementation of the directives. Ruto's scheduled fundraising meetings in Nyamira and Kakamega counties last weekend were called off after organizers failed to meet the requirement of at least 3 days' notice to local police bosses before convening the meetings. On one hand, ODM leader Raila Odinga hosted a delegation of Gikuyu elders at his Bondo home on Saturday. President Uhuru Kenyatta, on the other hand, played host to a national prayer meeting at State House, Nairobi, presided by the interreligious team. Ruto, who met a delegation of religious leaders from Nyanza region at his Sugoi home in Uasin Gishu County, citing what he termed discrimination in enforcement of the Security Committee's directives.
Na sisi wote ni sawa chini ya katiba ya Kenya. Let us not turn Kenya into the animal farm, where there are some that are more equal than others. The law must apply equally across Kenya, irrespective of who is leaning towards which or what direction.
Daktari wetu, tibu watu wako kwa kipole. Kwa kipole. Weka sandani, weka dawa. Kuna dawa na weke polepole. Mawe ya King Suleiman alikuwa mawe mmoja na aligonga Goliath mara moja taro.
While LSK is seeking to bar Mutyambai or his officers from disrupting any meeting convened without notification from local security chiefs, the Inspector General insists only meetings convened in compliance with the law will be allowed to proceed. While acknowledging complaints about selective application of the law on public gatherings, the IG says assessment must be made on possible risks to safety and property. A view dismissed by Elgeyo Marakwet Senator Kipchumba Murkomen, who challenged Mutyambai's legal and constitutional authority in convening of public meetings. Francis Gashuri, Citizen TV.